long time, which is basically to consciously curate my closet so that I am ready to go to the new earth. All right. One of the things that has really been on my mind a lot ever since I got these major downloads about what the new earth is all about and about how we actually need to get there and all of that is by, I'm going to just put you on my stand right now, is by right? Embodying the identity of the version that we want to be in order to be able to have it all. So, if you want $1 million, you need to embody the version of you who already has $1 million. Or if you are embodying, if you want to like have it all, like literally have it all, the love, the money, the man, the millions, everything, then you need to embody the version of you, right? Who has all of those things. So the trick and the thing that I feel like most people have a hard time with is the fact that when you're in your current environment or when your bank account doesn't say you have $1 million, you start to freak out. You start to go, oh, but wait, oh, but reality does this, right? And so it's like they say, ignore the 3D. So, one of the things for me personally, because I am a very practical spiritual girly, is the fact that I need to change my environment so that it reflects the life that I want. So, in a sense, hear me out for a second, okay? There was this Pinterest quote that literally had me like on chokehold, and it said that if a flower doesn't bloom, you don't change the flower, you change the environment in which that flower is planted. And it really stuck with me because I think with manifesting, I think it's important for us to change the environment if we are not feeling like what we're surrounded with doesn't make us feel wealthy. It doesn't make us feel happy. It doesn't make us feel free. It doesn't make us feel loved. So, what can we do in order to mitigate that, in order to stop that? And so, one of the things, and like this is why I was so excited. One of the things that I realized we could all do, and so I'm just bringing you along on my journey, is to go through and curate your closet, to curate the your life, right? Because if you're constantly surrounded by things that remind you that you're poor, that remind you that you're unloved, that remind you that you're unsupported, that remind you that you aren't free, you're going to still be triggered into that mindset of, see, I don't have what I want. See, I don't have what I want. So, what I wanted to do today was to, I'm going to be doing my whole closet, but obviously I'm not going to be doing my whole closet today. But I'm going to start with a category. And my category that I was going to start out with was bags. So, and just for hi from Brazil, hello. So as you can see, I've got like quite a few of my bags. Now, these are the ones that I definitely love, but I basically want to teach you or like share with you how I am going about changing my environment so that I am living the reality and I can embody the identity of my next level version easier, right? Because again, the whole thing, bonjour, comment ça va? And so one thing that you might want to think about, right, is again, who is like, what identity are you trying to be? What version of you are you trying to be, right? Because again, in a parallel universe, there is a version of you who already has it all. There is a version of you who already has all the money. There's a version of you who already has everything. So when you think about that, what does that version of you, how do they dress? How do they act? How do they walk? What do they wear, right? So I wanted to start off with bags and then go from there. So on this live, I'm going to be going through the bags that I have and deciding, okay, is this something that I want or is this something that I don't want? And so if you want to do this yourself, if you're watching the replay or if you want to do this with me live, Dakota Carter, damn, you're hot. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm like, there is no filter on. I'm doing a hiatus from TikTok right now. So I thought I would try a YouTube live and see how that went. So I'm feeling really like unhinged because boy, do I wish that I was over there, but we'll be over here now. So if you want to subscribe, I'm going to do more content like this. But let me just give you an example. So if you wanted to do this with me, and you want to get to the new earth and you want to curate your closet so that you're not getting triggered that, capitalism has a chokehold on you, then, uh, oh my God, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, Dakota. Um, well, I'll say this. I have my Stand Store link. So if you want to just tip me, I have my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo there. So if anything that you feel like you want to be able to give to me, I always appreciate it. Um, I, well, okay. All right. Bye. I'm trying to read the comments. So, I'm trying to read the comments, so sorry, be happy. Okay, bye. All right. So let's just start off strong with the fact that when I'm going through this mindset, okay? And so for those of you who are just coming on live, like, hi, my name is Alicia. I'm your sweet psychic strategist who is here to help you have it all because you do deserve to have it all. I am a very practical spiritual girly. I have a lot of talents and gifts that I'm going to be talking about more in my long form videos so that you can get to know me. But hello from Georgia. Hey, Darnell. How's it going? Um, uh, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like my name. So anyway, let's start off strong. I just kind of need your advice also as to which purses I should keep, which bags I should um sell or release, and then that way I can curate my collection. Okay. So well, I don't know, Michael. I'm not sure exactly what you need help with. So that all depends. So let's start off strong. So here's what I did. I am creating 3 different piles. All right. So the first pile it's like my goddess pile. So it's like the bags that make me feel like a goddess, right? So that's something like I bought my little Coach mini Rowan bag. I love this bag. This is one of my favorite little ones that I take out all summer. So this bag, obviously, I'm keeping. Hi, Petrol. How are you? Um, LOLs, LOLs. Dakota, maybe I should should I start a Patreon? Maybe that would be different. Okay, double tap the screen. All right, share this live. So anyway, this is something that I like, right? Also just something like this purple See by Chloe. She's super cute. She's adorable. I love her. She's my favorite, right? So anyway, I've got a lot of bags here that I know 100% I love. However, there are other ones that are just mid and I'm like, I just don't know, right? So, like, for example, I got this bag off of Amazon, but it's like hella bulky. And so I'm like, when I have things like this, I think I'm going to need to release this one. So this one's going to need to go. Right. Then I also have like, so if you know, you know, all right. Uh, if you know, you know, but this one is a dupe for the row that I got on Amazon, but it's like really janky quality. If you can tell, like it doesn't look, so I think I'm going to sell it. Right. And then this one is also a dupe from Amazon by Polen. And I was like, I don't know. It's so hard. Like, it's not like, it's just really hard to use. Like it's the leather is really stiff, or the PU leather. So I think I'm gonna sell this one too. Because again, like I have so many. So I'm just trying to like get this out. And then this is another one too, where I'm like, well, this is really perfect for fall, a really nice burgundy color, it matches the lips. Like we're loving that. But again, like I don't think I've even used it yet. It's cute. I like it. It's edgy, but again, it's super duper stiff. And I have this one. So we're going to keep this one, I think. And then we're just going to sell these other ones because again, it's not about overconsumption. Okay. Like I don't need, I want like quality. I don't just want quantity. Does that make any sense? So we're going to get rid of those. So I'm putting like all of them in like bags so that I can like list them on Poshmark later. Okay. Let's see. Yay. All right, great. I'm glad you're still here, Petrol. So anyway, I was thinking about going through like my next pile of bags and then have you help me decide like which place to whether I should keep them or not. I have a lot of bags from Amazon. But this one, let's go on a trip. So if we were going on a trip, this one is super duper cute to like just have like this, and then you can open it and then have all your stuff inside. It's by this like random name, but like, I don't know. Do we keep it? Is this like a future? Hi, Caballero. How are you? So there's this. I don't know. I feel like this would be good for travel. Like it's definitely cute, right? Or no? Maybe? Oh, you need money? Well, I would suggest like listening to a like I mean, there's lots of things that you can do for 20 bucks. Like you can go and offer assistance to a neighbor, or you could like help a friend out, or you could like there's a bunch of different ways, so that's something that you could do. So, I think for this one I am going to put it in my future pile. Like I like it, I do want to kind of hold on to that. So maybe that goes in the, oh gosh, there's so many maybes. There's so many maybes. Like here's another one. This one is a Mew Mew dupe, all right? And I think like the thing that's hard about this one is that it is actually like very soft, like PU leather. It's super duper cute. I do think that it's adorable. It does come with a strap. I haven't used it yet. Like it does come with a strap. I haven't used it yet, but like it's really adorable. I think she's like super duper cute. So do we keep her or do we not? And I feel like, okay, is this goddess level? No. Is this release it? No, for future goddess. Okay, so we'll put this in the future goddess pile. All right, so we'll do that. All right, this next one, I feel like I want to say Balenciaga, but like this one, create like this one is definitely future goddess, right? So like if we're going out, like this is crazy cute. We love this, like so we're gonna definitely keep this one. I love her. She's super sparkly, right? So that goes into the future. Uh, oh my gosh. So I now need to get another bag uh of um purses. Hold on. Okay. So this is also like this is where it gets kind of crazy because like I have these like really beautiful bags. Like this one is a bag that I got in Germany. It's so pretty. Like the wool is so nice and it's perfect for fall, but I keep on forgetting I have it because I put it in a thing. So I'm going to put this one in the current keep pile because she's cute. And then these are like my favorite ones that I usually wear, but it's Miu Miu, it's vintage. But this one, this is like this wool one that I love. And then this one for like going out. Yeah, it's like it's faux, right? But anyway, super duper cute. Like I love this one. So these obviously we're keeping. So we're gonna keep those. And then obviously she's being kept, you know. So there's that. But then here's the issue, right? I also have like a bunch, and I'm talking, oh gosh, there's more bags down there. Um, there's also like, I mean, we have to keep her, but I think she's more for like future goddess. So maybe I will put this somewhere else, but like she's gorgeous. We love her. And then here's where it gets crazy, okay? Here's where it gets ridiculous. And this is where like I'm like I have so many bags, like I just need help. Not help, but like I need to like figure this out because I feel like um I kind of feel like there's more. There's so many more and I think that's what's scary to me right now. That's which is why I'm doing this project. So like for example, I'm definitely keeping this. This is my Tokidoki like water bottle sling so that when I go on my hot girl walks, like I can keep my stuff in here and then still go out on walks, which I like personally really love. So this is definitely in the keep pile. And then we can't not do a, you know, another fanny pack crossbody by Champion. So I feel like this, okay, is this goddess worthy? No. Oh my God, but I love this. Okay, is this for future goddess? Okay, so we'll just put this in the future goddess pile. But I do love this fanny pack a lot. So I guess it's future goddess. It's not current goddess. So we just gotta keep that over there. Then we got, I lucked out with this one. So obviously we're keeping that. This one I actually thrifted. It's from it's from Target actually, but it's like this cute little backpack purse thing. I was looking for this keychain. Okay, sorry. I was looking for my Evil Eye Hamza keychain. So glad that I'm doing this because see, you find really cute things. So anyway, I thought it would be useful for like mini day trips just because you could put everything in here, especially like doing content creation and things like that. And then I don't have to worry because like, you know, there's different pockets. And so if this gets destroyed, I'm not worried about it, but I'm like, maybe it's time to let it go. I think we're going to let this go. This is going to go in the release pile, but I feel like she's had her fill. Okay, good. That's one thing out of the way. This cute like Le Sport Sac, like sequins little Velcro bag. Is this future goddess? Yeah, so we'll put that in the future goddess pile. This one I got in Italy. It is like a handmade, like gorgeous mini leather backpack, and I'm kind of seriously obsessed with her. So this is in the current, this is in the current pile. And then here's the thing. I got this off of Amazon. It is 100% leather, but it's this gorgeous blue color and it's basically a work tote or whatever. So I can put like my laptop in here and just kind of like be on the go. Let's see. Is that better? Can you see? Right? Like here, you see what I mean? So this is kind of the situation that we've got going on. And so I kind of really like her, but I think this is like, okay, do I release this? Okay, is this a future goddess? Yes, so it's a future goddess. So we're gonna move that over there. All right. This one's hard, all right? This one's so hard. So the last time that I went to go see my best friend, I got this bag, okay? And I know it looks so weird because obviously it's out of like a pair of jeans and it's kind of a little bit awkward because technically you got to carry it like this so that it's like there, but like this artist cut up all of these different jeans and it's like so cute and I love it and I love all the patches and everything. And there's even like pockets like on the inside, which is super duper cute, and then like other pockets on the inside so you can put stuff in. But like, and I love like the boho look, but I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this now because now I'm just like, where am I gonna wear this? Like yada yada yada. So maybe I should sell this. Okay, wait, do I keep this? No. Okay. Do I release this? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna release this. It's super duper cute. Like I adore this. I do love it. I just feel like and see handmade with happiness. So at least there's like a little tag in there. So we'll just resell that. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so much easier to do when there's other people. I'm telling you, like that's how it is. Let's see. I think there are more bags. Hold on one second, unless I put them somewhere else. Oh. See, yeah. Okay. But then we get into the tote situation, and then that's where life gets tricky. Okay. So y'all are gonna die. All right. So I'm normally like on TikTok a lot, but I'm making my way over to YouTube, just FYI. I'm also doing the same thing. I agree, so much easier with people. Drea, hi! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm like curating my closet. So just for a recap as to what I'm doing, just in case you're interested, like basically, and so like I am psychic and I am spiritual and all of that stuff, but I'm very practical, okay? And I like practical ways to be able to, ascend and evolve and like get the life that I want. So if you follow law of assumption, of course, like, they always say like, embody the identity of the version of you who already has it all, right? Like that's what we already know. But the thing is that sometimes we still get triggered by all of our stuff around us, and we don't need to overconsume. We need to actually enjoy and get dopamine hits from the stuff that we actually have that we love, right? And so I was like, okay, I have so much stuff, and especially from like having been a micro influencer on TikTok, and I'm just like, and then like just TikTok is like feral now, which is really weird. I'm still on there, but it's just like I was like, okay, I need to embody the next version of me. So I need to like clean out my closet and like only keep the things that actually make me feel like the goddess that I want to be. And then everyone, like everything else either needs to be like replaced or like released or resold or donated or saved for like a future day, right? And so um okay. Yes. Okay. I'm so glad. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So I am so glad that you're on board. Okay. So the point with all of that is like I put it into three piles. So this I heard had already started, and this is like my goddess pile. So these are the bags that I'm like, yes, I obviously carrying on a daily basis. We love her. She's the Coach Mini Rowan in white. Like I'm obsessed. Got her. Um, Also got like the bucket bag, which is what I currently use because my keys are still in here anyway, but you get my point, right? And then there's other cute things. So those are all the bags. And then I have the bags that I want to give away, and then the bags for like my future self, like when I'm finally in the up and ups and like not just holding up in my house because I was just like, I just can't. Then it will be better, right? So I think I went through all of my mini bags, but I have an issue with totes. So when I was on TikTok shop, or I mean, I was just like doing that for a whole second, a whole beat, right? So again, the casemate is soap bubble bags. Okay. I got this when it first came out last year. And let me tell you, this bag I literally used all summer long, and I still use it this summer, and like it is literally the perfect to go bag. I'm telling you, almost every single time I go out with this bag, I get a compliment, whether it's Costco, whether it's Trader Joe's, whether it's just going and getting a smoothie at Smoothie King. I'm telling you, like someone will always be like, "Oh my god, your bag is so cute." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And in my head I'm like, "Did you not see all of the ridiculous ads? Like I was just so over it." But I purple's my favorite color, and I love this bag, and it's like waterproof and like slightly see-through. So I've been literally using this bag for now 2 summers, and it still looks completely brand new. So this year I got the smaller one, which I haven't used yet, because in the Chinese astrology they were like, don't use purple until the end of the year, and I was like, okay, fine. But I love the little one. I think that she is very, very cute. I think this would be like more like the mini Rowan. You see what I'm saying as far as size is concerned, but if you need more room than this, right? So there's that. However, because at that point I got also this one, right? So I got the beach bag. So I mean, it is huge. Like you can fit a person in here, okay? You can fit a child in here. I'm new to social media, went live for the first time yesterday. You have answered so many questions I had internally about live, as well as you're adorable and I vibe with you. Did you see the mini Rowan? Yes. Oh my God. Well, number one, hello, welcome to being a content creator. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about that. I'm just like I guess, I don't even know what to call myself. Like, I guess like the industry might call me like a spiritual influencer. That's where I reside, but I also incorporate like the physical thing, like 3D. So it's not just, I'm not just wheeling and dealing tarot cards. I also am like practical about things because we live in a physical reality, you know? Um, my son's name is Rowan. Oh yeah, it is. It is. This one is called the mini Rowan, and they have a bigger one that's called like the regular Rowan on Coach. So if you want it, then you can get it. I personally love these bowler bags. This is just personally my style. And for me, because I'm a light summer, I'm technically not supposed to be wearing all this black. But I love, you see how the white makes me show up better on camera than the black? It's really interesting. So I got that. Hold on one second. Show. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Is there a moderator on here? Okay. So here's my question. What do you think about this? I got this off of Amazon. It is 100% leather. It's for travel, right? So when you're traveling, like it's bad with this shirt and this outfit, but if you can imagine if I was wearing all white or something and I had this on, then this is easy to just like, you know, you have like your card slots right there. And so it's really easy to get to. And then on your other one, you can put like your phone or whatever and all these things. So I'm like kind of trying to figure out whether I should keep this or not. Thoughts? I do appreciate that you can like, you know, attach it onto a different side. So if you want to hook it on the other side. But I'm like, will I really use this when I travel? Should we keep this or should we release it? That's what we need to know. I'm trying to get rid of black. Yeah, yes, because the little pockets make it more accessible for strangers as well. So you're saying keep it. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I'll keep that. Okay, good. So, oh my God. All right. So moving on because Jesus Lord. All right. This is enough. I have so many duffel bags. I got this one at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. But anyway, she's super cute and she's pink and she's puffy and she holds a lot. So we're obviously keeping her. But just to say, like, I will say this about Casemate. Like, so I was like getting, you know, PR from them or whatever. So I do have like all of their things. And I will say, like, you know, their stuff is like high quality. Like this bag I actually really love. So this is when you go into the ocean. This is basically a wet dry bag, right? This is top tier for sure. So when I do go on a vacay, I will be set for that. And then also I couldn't resist, but then the brand new one from this year. So it's the phone pocket with the bow. It's pretty. She's pretty. I see how they made it now. I find it interesting about the price point, but that's a whole other discussion for another time. So anyway, there's that stuff that I'm keeping. And then I have this bag from America and Beyond. And it was so crazy because Evil Eye, right protection. This bag I had been dying for like a year, I think. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I love it. But I wasn't about to spend what they were wanting. So I waited, and lo and behold, it was at my TJ Maxx for $30. Like it was $29.99. So I was like, yes, add to cart. I will definitely buy this for $30 because I think it was over $150. So I'm keeping that. I also have, of course, the puffer tote, right? I mean, it was Free People, but also like Amazon. So this is just for like athleisure. I personally love it. And then, if you know, you know, but I'm like a huge Harry Potter fan. So this is my Hufflepuff tote, for winter. Like she's so fuzzy. There is a zipper actually, which is really kind of cute. So you can like zip her shut, which is really super nice. But I love being a Hufflepuff, except for the fact that it means you don't have boundaries. And when you don't have boundaries, people like to trample all over them, which is why I was so like, I've just been like, it's really interesting. So this is as I go through different topics, but like Your emotions will tell you so much about what's actually going on with you and what you need to do to ascend and evolve. So, like, a lot of people will think that anger is a bad thing, but anger is just basically indicating to you that someone tripped over your boundaries, or, like, basically, like, stepped over your boundaries and didn't apologize for it. So that's why you get mad, because you're like, wait a second, like, I had established this and then you took advantage of me, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, like, that's not how this is supposed to work. So if, check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? And you have to, like, be able to be strong enough to say, hey, listen, like, this is not okay. This is not, you know this is not, I don't appreciate being treated this way. And I think that the thing you also have to understand is that, like, sometimes, like, you have to be karma, and you have to, like, let them know. You have to hold them up to the standard of, and for me, the standard is of the new earth. Like, I hold people up to the standard that I hold myself up to, right? Because it's like, um, it's interesting. Like, I heard Becca Bloom talk about this, and it was really, really profound, and it just, like, really hit me very hard, which was the fact that, she said that, well, she was talking more about relationships at this point, but basically it was like, your um your worth and your standards, right? So basically she was saying there's no such thing as a high standard. There is only just whether your worth is, like, equivalent to your standard. And so that was the whole video, right? So she basically talked about how, sorry, I got to plug you in because my phone's, like, dying. Um so let me just sit down real quick. So she basically was talking about how, um she was talking about how, like, if you have, like, so there's two problems, right? It's when you are asking for the world and you're like, oh, like, I just want this and I don't want to do any work, and, like, I'm just going to be handed on waiting for, I'm going to get princess treatment, but I'm not going to contribute anything. I'm not going to give them anything in return, and I'm just not going to, like, whatever, right? So then that would be that your standards are really high, but it's not matching the worth that you're bringing to the table, right? That's a problem. The other thing is true too, when it's like, okay, I have so much worth to bring to the table. Hello, people pleasers and doormats and, like, whatever, overgivers, right? Oh my God, I'll give you the shirt off my back. Oh my gosh, I love you. Oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. But your standards are so low, and you accept a partner or a friend or a job or, a whatever that does not treat you the same as you would treat them. And so that's also a disconnect. So what you really need to do is you need to say, okay, this is my worth, this is my value, and then this is how that's my bare minimum, because it's not a high standard if you are holding yourself to that standard, right? So for example, if I always love to get put together and, like, look my best every time I go out on a date or, like, whatever, not that you have to, okay? I'm just saying, like, I take care of myself, like, I try to look my best, like, whatever, whatnot. And then you date someone who, like, doesn't have good hygiene or doesn't want to take care of themselves, or just, like, you know what I'm saying, is okay with only wearing, like, a ratty t-shirt and, like, ripped up jeans every single time you go out, and doesn't put any effort in, then it's a mismatch and you shouldn't be wasting any more time with that person, right? So on, like, a global level, when we're talking about building the new earth and ascending and evolving out of the destruction of the patriarchy that we're realizing, right? Then you have to go, okay, well, what's the standard? The standard is that from that here on out, I only give my money to companies who actually are transparent, who give high quality products and or services, and who actually care about their people, their community, versus their profits, right? Or their cash. So it's like people over profits, right? And so when there's a company like that, I will give them my money. But if I continue to give money to the billionaires who are, cutting us off at the knees, as far as, like, forcing us to pay for the tariffs, forcing us to be able to settle for less than just like bare minimum customer service, or giving us like a bum product and saying, oh, well, we don't consider that a defect. That's a you problem. Like those are companies that I don't want to promote or to give any more of my money to, right? So that's something that you just have to keep in your mind as you move forward, because you actually have a lot more power than you think. They literally want all your money so that you have to depend on them and do whatever they say. So the literal easiest way to navigate out of that is to what? Stop giving them your money, right? Start giving it to like local businesses and local mom and pops, because then your money is going into the community, and then the community is then going to give it back to you. And so then you're circulating your own money, creating your own ecosystem and financial system, and then you don't need the billionaires anymore. And then they're like, wait a second, no, you have to pay us. And it's like, no, actually, I don't have to buy your product. And I don't have to deal with your subpar treatment. And I don't have to deal with your gaslighting and your unwillingness to accept responsibility for your poor actions and for trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Like, I'm not part of that game anymore. Like, you can do that to other people, but I'm using my brain, and I just know that like I'm not buying what you're selling. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not buying what you're selling, you know? So I think that's something that is really important to be able to discern, because like now looking at all of these purses and stuff like that, now I can really see what exactly is something that is going to really make me spark joy, and I'm going to really love using it all the time because it like really makes me smile. And so like then I will inevitably attract more of that into my life and attract the newer next level version of me into my life when I am in that frequency, when I've matched that frequency, when I've said, okay, great. Well, in my ideal state, let's just put it this way. If I already had it all, I would be happy. I would be at peace. I would be at ease. I would feel calm. I would feel grounded. I would feel safe. So if I don't feel that way now, and if my things that I have around me don't make me feel that way, then they need to go, because that if that's how I want to feel, if that's how I would feel as that version of me, then I need to make sure that everything around me makes me feel that way. That's why the Marie Kondo method of spark joy works, except for when you just say spark joy, you kind of started being like, well, nothing sparks joy for me, so whatever, I have to get rid of everything. That's not what she was trying to say, you know? And so I think that when we have been so inundated by this overconsumption, we don't think for ourselves anymore. We don't understand what is actually going to give us that dopamine hit. And so when it starts being about like, instead of, oh, I just bought the new casemate bag, or oh, I just got like the new color drop or whatever, if you can actually sit there and be like, okay, but wait, I like when, like, for example, every single time I use this color drop, it makes me so stupid happy. Like, I love drinking out of this tumbler because I love astrology, and it's just like my color aesthetic, and it's just like so pretty to me. So I don't feel the need to go out and buy another one just because I'm chasing a new color, just because I'm chasing the newest one, just because they just released a blah blah blah. I'm like, I have a ridiculous water bottle collection. I don't need any more water bottles, right? I don't think that I don't, now here's the caveat. I don't think that you are not allowed to have more than one thing. Okay. But I do think that when you are consciously creating your dream life and what kind of life you want to live, if you want to have 7 water bottles, so it's like one for every single day of the week, and you genuinely love every single one and you use them on rotation, get on with your bad self, right? But if you were just buying it just because like the latest influencer said that the newest thing was coming out, and you're not cool unless you get it, that's just using marketing tactics to make you buy something that you didn't really ever want to buy. Because if it didn't actually make you feel the way you wanted to feel after you have it, then what? Right? And having a certain water bottle isn't going to show or determine your worth. And I think that's the other misnomer that we have to like unbrainwash ourselves from, if that makes any sense. So I really hope that this was helpful. Like, I hope that this inspired you to start like curating and consciously curating your closet, I'm going to be doing more long form videos on my YouTube about like how I'm going about this and like what I actually do and what I actually did, sort of, and like what I kept. But I will also help you figure out how to do it yourself. I'll be having more workshops and courses and workbooks and stuff so you can actually like DIY it yourself, and be able to also like, you know, be really happy with what you have, because I think the falsity is the fact that like it's never good enough. It's never good enough. I need more. It's never good enough. It's never good enough. And I think that like after you see how much you actually have, you're like, "Oh, wait a second. No, I'm doing pretty great. I don't need more. I need more love. I need more like friendship. I need more community. I need more like, you know, whatever." But if you already have like a really good tote bag, like you don't need like 500 of them, you know? But again, anyway, that's just the downloads that I've been getting. And especially if you're going to the new earth, like you're going to want to consolidate, because not everything is going to be able to be taken there. So more on that in the next live or the next video. But if you found this helpful, then of course, like please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, or you want me to dive into a different topic, then of course comment below and I am happy to expand and create a deep dive video. So have a wonderful rest of your evening. I love you so much, and I will see you all on the next live stream. Okay, bye.